Welcome to this presentation of NAIA College Basketball. Your Simpson Redhawks men's team is going to take on the PUC Pioneers. The Redhawks come into this game with a 7-0 conference record. They are undefeated against the 4-2 PUC Pioneers, who have only lost to the Simpson Redhawks and the Keel Haulers. Garrett, tell me, are you excited about this game?
Yeah, Carlton, this is going to be a huge game for the Redhawks. 7-0, big home game. Saturday night, we have our homecoming game against the Menlo College Oaks. Tonight should be a good game. You already said PUC 4-2. This is going to be a tough one for the Redhawks tonight, Carlton. Yes,
they played a real tough one in the last minute that they had at the Pioneers' home court. They were trailing at halftime by 7 and came back to win that game. It was a great, exciting game.
Yeah, Carlton, and playing at PUC, the Covered Wagon, is a very tough environment to play at. Here the Redhawks have a little momentum at home at the Cage. First home game we've had in a while, so I expect to see a pretty energized crowd, pretty energized Redhawk team tonight.
Yes, what do we expect to see here from the Redhawks getting out on the break and all their other explosive things that they do?
Well, that's just it, Carlton. The Redhawks are at their best when they're in the break. We've seen it all year. Such great athleticism. I really think they're starting to play well as a team right now. Hopefully they can bring it together, get these last 3 wins in conference, and go undefeated.
All right then, Garrett. We're going to be right back. You're listening to Simpson Redhawks Radio Network.
There's 3 type of people in this world. People that make it happen, people that watch it happen, and people that don't know what's happening.
Check it. Look at me, I'm all the way turned up. I ain't smoking, but my homie in here burnt up. Yeah, I'm working on him, but he straight though. Couple girls tryna twerk it on me, wait, no.
Hold up.
Before you even roll up, I'm in here with my lady, can't you see me, man, I'm sold up. Man, I'm in here tryna celebrate a birthday. And you know I'm good and well, it's a work day. No matter, we still gon' kick it, and we ain't getting trippy. No Molly in Mississippi, ain't fighting nobody, ain't nobody said tripping. And Southeast Dago in the building, shout out to Peter Pan, Skyline Imperial, we out here tryna function. Holla if you with it though, probably think I'm rolling, I'm just high on the spirit, bro. The only thing we poppin' is the truth, you don't hear me though. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. But what I got, you need to know about.
There's 3 type of people in this world. People that make it happen, people that watch it happen, and people that don't know what's happening.
Check it. Look at me, I'm all the way turned up. I ain't smoking, but my homie in here burnt up. Yeah, I'm working on him, but he straight though. Couple girls tryna twerk it on me, wait, no.
Hold up.
Before you even roll up, I'm in here with my lady, can't you see me, man, I'm sold up. Man, I'm in here tryna celebrate a birthday. And you know I'm good and well, it's a work day. No matter, we still gon' kick it, and we ain't getting trippy. No Molly in Mississippi, ain't fighting nobody, ain't nobody said tripping. And Southeast Dago in the building, shout out to Peter Pan, Skyline Imperial, we out here tryna function. Holla if you with it though, probably think I'm rolling, I'm just high on the spirit, bro. The only thing we poppin' is the truth, you don't hear me though. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing.
Welcome you back here to Simpson University. Connor Sutton, Garrett Thompson, my partner, here bringing you this one. You just heard that pregame from the Rain Man, Carlton McAllister. As you know, Garrett, let's talk about what the keys to the game are here tonight, brought to you by College Night Chevron.
Well, Connor, the first key to the game we have is getting good shots on offense. The Redhawks usually do a fairly good job of it. However, the only time they do not get a good shot on offense is when they're playing a little bit too much isolation basketball. So tonight, we like to see them get quite a few passes in before we take a shot. Second off, stay out of foul trouble. In order for the Redhawks to come away with a win tonight, they really need all players to stay out of foul trouble, especially their bigs, Ian Corella, Justin Mesquine, Rufus Humphreys. Last, we have the bench must contribute. This has always been a part of Mark Kirkland's game. We just need to see other guys off the bench step up. We need to get good minutes out of the entire team, Connor.
You're absolutely right. We've seen Josh Delamarter play real well as of late. And, you know, Biskine's been good off the bench. Mark Kirkland, of course, if there was a sixth man of the year in the Calpac Conference, it would go to him. But you also have Rufus Humphrey. You have 4 guys off the bench who can give you solid minutes and solid numbers for Jim Holcomb.
Absolutely right, Connor. As you said, Mark Kirkland playing magnificent this year, offense and defensively. We're even starting to see a lot better minutes from Josh Delamarta, the freshman. He's starting to get more and more used to this rotation. You know, I'm really excited what the Red Hawks have for us tonight.
Well, they are in the pursuit of perfection here in conference play. We're about a minute and a half away from this start of this game and tip-off, as we'll be right back with the starting lineups as well as the Oxford Inn and Suites inactive report as you're listening to Simpson Red Hawk Radio Network.
Being here at Simpson showed me having a
We
faith.
got to hear the hearts of some of the people.
The most impactful thing for me here being at Simpson
A
is
big reason why I chose Simpson was the Christian atmosphere. Just
My cultural studies major at Christian College.
My name is Rachel. I've been here for 3 years. I chose Simpson because what it had to offer me was what I wanted. Life as a nursing student is intensely different. It's unlike any other students here. We are either here in the classroom, in the sim lab, or the hospital. We learn to serve people as a whole individual, not just treating them medically. Here we're taught to also deal with their mind and spirit emotions. I'm a part of someone's birth or someone's death or a pivotal moment in time for them. As a student, it's really good preparation for my career because what I'm doing here is what I'm going to be doing at my job.
Back here at Simpson University, we're going to send it over courtside to our public address announcer, Dan Anderson, for the starting lineups of prayer and the national anthem.
Simpson University would like to welcome all players, officials, and spectators to this evening's contest. As a member of the NAIA and California Pacific Conference, we are committed to the true spirit of competition as champions of character, embracing 5 core values: respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask each of you as a participant, official, or spectator to abide by these values, creating a positive environment in which our athletes may participate, our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Please enjoy this evening's contest between the visiting Pioneers from Pacific Union College and your Simpson University Red Hawks. At this time, we ask that you please rise for a lunar count for a prayer. Dear Lord God, thank you for today, the beautiful weather, Lord God. Thank you for the safe travels to get PUC here, Lord. I ask you to give these men as they play, keep them free from injury. In your son's name, amen. Please remain standing in a spirit of respect for the presentation of our national anthem. Number 30, senior. From Vallejo, California, number 44, Jordan Greenwell. Pioneers are coached by Greg Vaughn, assisted by Anthony Gonzalez Sr., Casey Sosol, and Aaron Monroe. And now, let's get started as for your Simpson University Red Hawks. A 6'4" senior from Vienna, Washington, number 0, Johnny Washburn. A 6'2" senior from Reading, California, number 1, Anthony Williams. A 5'9" senior from Oakland, California, number 3, Shaquille Jones. A 6'2" senior from Longview, Washington, number 20, Dalton Packer. And a 6'7" senior from Warlowa, California, number 34, Ian Correa. Your Red Hawks are coached by Jim Holcomb.
And those are your starting lineups brought to you by Subway, the usual 5 for the Red Hawks. All 5 starters are seniors. Johnny Washburn, Anthony Williams, Shaquille Jones, Dalton Thacker, Ian Corella. For PUC, they got Marshall, Santos, Senga, Maxwell, and Greenwell. They don't have leading scorer in conference play Greg Brown starting tonight for Pacific Union, but they do have Senga, who was a terrific outside shooter, lit it up against the Red Hawks last time these two teams faced off.
Right, Connor. What I really saw out of PUC was that they were very versatile. We saw the Red Hawks start out in a 2-3 zone at the start of the game. Then we saw PUC start to knock down some outside shots. So not quite sure what Jim Holcomb's going to start in today, but the Pioneers were very versatile last game. Should be a good one here tonight.
Well, you're absolutely right. We take a look at the Oxford Inn and Suites inactive report. Tyler Imhoff out for the year with a dislocated shoulder. Gabriel Valencia out for the year, also ineligibility. Sam Seiler just got his cast off today. Possible to return Saturday, and if not, most likely the Maritime game next Saturday. So very interesting to see. It'll be nice to see Sam Seiler back on the floor.
Very nice. He's a big contributor to this team. Be great to see him out here as soon as possible.
Here's a tip up and controlled by the Red Hawks. It goes out of bounds, as I believe they're going to re-jump now. Don't see that too often. Not a good toss that time. Ian Corella clearly had the advantage. And now here we go. Both guys jump way early, and it comes to Anthony Williams. Simpson will have the first possession here in this ball game. Jones with it out top. Remember, he had a marvelous first half the last time these two teams played at the Covered Wagon. Jones off a screen to Williams. Digs in down low, flings back out to Jones. Jones tacks, pulls up from about 14, and he knocks it down. Shaquille Jones, so quick, knocking down that jumper.
Starting off where he left off, Connor shot very well against PUC in the first half, and he picks it up where he left off.
Here's Santos, did not play very many minutes against Simpson at the Covered Wagon. Here's a ball pass knocked out of bounds. It'll stay PUC ball. Corella fronting Maxwell on that possession. Maxwell had a big gain the last time, and hopefully Simpson can contain him here tonight. It's inbounded. Now, here's Marshall with it. Crosses over the right hand, gets inside, swings out to Senga. Senga gets all the way to the rim, draws the contact with the right hand, no good. And the rebound comes to Jones. Jones now with it on the break. 2-on-2. Now he decides to put on the brakes. And he loses the ball, and now a steal. Here comes Senga with it, 2-on-2, and now he pulls it out. Jones trying to do a little too much there. Here's the ball swung to the corner. Greenwell with it. Pretty good outside shooter. We saw that at the Covered Wagon. Here's Ian Corella with a block shot. Now here come the Red Hawks back the other way. Numbers. Jones right to the rim. Right hand. Now looking. Finds Corella on a bad pass and a steal. Here's Senga. 2 turnovers already for Shaquille Jones. Marshall inside. A little floater from about 4 feet. It falls through.
2 tough turnovers there for Shaquille Jones. We saw him knock down the jump shot early. I think he's trying to force it those last 2 possessions, Connor.
Well, Simpson already. Here's Corella, pulls up from 4 feet, and he answers right back. We saw PUC do this last time. They went on a little 3/4 court press, slowing the Red Hawks down. And it did so at some points in that game, but also it gave Simpson Red Hawks easy shot opportunities like we just saw there.
Right, I think I saw them take advantage of it there at the Covered Wagon. We'll see if they can do it here
Here's
at the cage.
Senga falling away is no good. Gets his own offensive rebound and swings it back out to Greenwell. Now left side, Marshall. Marshall spinning baseline. Nice feed now to Maxwell. Ball's knocked away in a steal. Thought I heard a whistle. Maybe not. I think Johnny was in agreement with me. Here's left side Williams. He's going to try 4-3. It's in and out. No good. Dalton Thacker trying to crash the rebounds. Just can't come away with it. Here's Marshall finding Maxwell. Or excuse me, Greenwell with a monster right-hand flush. And the lead is tied at 4. This is a team full of highlight tapes. This Pacific Union team is.
That's right, Connor. That was a beautiful pass from number 1, Devon Marshall. Found him for the nice slam dunk.
Here's Thacker, left wing 3. It rings in and out, no good. Rebound comes to PUC as Senga and Maxwell collided. Now here's Santos with it out top. Looking for their first lead of the game. Here is PUC. Santos hands right back to Marshall. Marshall looks inside to Greenwell. Straightaway 3 on the way. It's good. Jordan Greenwell, the senior from Vallejo, has 5 points here early on.
Connor, that is so dangerous as a big man. Being able to shoot that outside shot so consistently. What a shot there from Greenwell.
7-4 lead for PUC. Hands off now to Thacker. Inside to Corella. Corella the corner to Washburn. He's going to try a corner 3. It's no good. Simpson struggling from the perimeter here early on. 0 for 3 from three-point land. Here's Williams. Here comes away with a steal, but it goes out of bounds. 16:24 remaining here in this first half. A lot of high-intensity action here early on.
A lot of up and down play, Connor. We see the Pioneers trying to put a little half-court press on the Redhawks, but it's not slowing them down. They're going coast to coast here, as well as the Pioneers.
Well, you've yet to see a foul call, too. It's really sped up here in this first half, sped up this game. Here's Senga. Pump fakes, now goes to the rim of the right hand. Beautiful feed, but it's knocked away. Now Jones has it. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Jones to Williams, tries to throw a fancy pass. Nearly a turnover. Washburn to Williams. 3 on the way. This is no good. Corella with a rebound. Now pulls up back from 14. It's good. Ian Corella there to clean up the mess, and the lead is back just to 1.
Right, Connor. I'd like to see the Redhawks get the ball inside. Ian Corella 2-2 in the early going.
Here's Senga, a deep 3. No good. Jones tracks it down. Now he pushes the floor for Simpson. Comes across the timeline. Mark Kirkland's going to come into this game at the next whistle. Jones to the basket. Right hand finishes up and good from Shaquille Jones. And the lead is back to the Redhawks. Here's Greenwell with it out top to Senga. Hesitates all the way to the rim. He misses the layup, but it comes back to him on the offensive rebound. 3 from Santos. No good. Another offensive rebound for Senga. My goodness. Santos. Marshall. Up top, Senga. Senga jabs right. Might have got away with a travel. Now he pulls up the right floater. No good. Maxwell. Layup no good. My goodness. Now here's Williams to the basket. Right hand finish, and he is fouled. And finally a whistle. Seems like it's our first whistle of the game. Obviously there's been a few out of bounds and travel calls and such, but with 5 minutes gone by, it's the first foul call. We saw that very similar in the women's game. But Simpson trying to push the ball as much as possible.
Well, Connor, these are athletic teams. The Pioneers really match the Redhawks' athleticism, getting up and down the court. Good size all the way around the floor as well.
Well, Greenwell and Maxwell both loads down low for PUC. Humphrey, Kirkland, and Delamarter is going to come in for Williams. Kirkland wearing number 5 tonight, something we haven't seen really in his entire Simpson career.
Yeah, interesting, Connor. Switching away from number 2. I doubt he'll change his game, though. He's been playing very well for the Redhawks this season.
Well, we hope it's not a laundry malfunction. Simpson with a 2-point lead, 9-7. 15 minutes to play here in this first half. Marshall. Simpson now going to a 2-3 here. Up top, now here's Brown, who just checked into this game. 18 points a game so far. He leads the way so far in conference. Santos might have gotten away with a travel. Now comes off a screen guarded by Kirkland. Marshall's going to try a deep left wing 3. This is no good. Thacker corrals the rebound. Well, I talked to Dalton Thacker about this yesterday, about his rebounding numbers as he throws a pass to Delamarter. Delamarter right hand finish. It's good. And a good pass from Thacker. Dalton Thacker so far this year leading his team in points, rebounding, and assists. Just an all-around player. As here's Marshall to the rim. And an offensive foul is called. Josh Delamarter takes the charge. And we saw him do that last time, but really stepped up, took it to the chest, and a good call from the referee.
Connor, as we said, the bench needs to contribute right in the early going. Josh Delmarter steps in, gets a basket, and then takes a charge. These are big minutes for the freshman.
Going back to always talking about Dalton Thacker's now PUC going to that press again. Thacker said he's made it a conscious effort to, in his mind, say, I'm getting every rebound. And really, we've seen it happen a couple times. He's been in double-digit rebounds 3 or 4 times so far in conference. Kirkland inside to Delamarter. Delamarter now swings out to Washburn. Washburn jazz right, now goes behind the back with the dribble. Guarded closely by Santos. He's done a nice job. Here's a backdoor pass to Thacker. Inside to the right-hand finish. And I think Washburn was saying something to Santos as those guys are jabbing at each other here. But a nice feed that time nonetheless. Left side now, here's Brown. Attacks so quick. Now hands off to Monteith. Up top now, back to Brown. Brown attacks with the right hand, looking. Throws a nice backdoor feed. Beautifully done that time to Monteith and an easy walk-in layup. And the lead is back to 4, 13-19. Plenty of time remaining here in this first half. Kirkland. Right side, hands to Humphrey. Oh, he doesn't hand to Humphrey. Goes to the rim hard. It's no good. Beautiful hesitation dribble that time. Just couldn't knock down the lay-in. He even fooled me. Here's now Brown with it on the other end. Back up top now to Moon. Santos to Greenwell. Pulls up from 17, falling away. This is not close. Moon tracks down the rebound. Back to Brown. Brown hands to Santos. Right wing three is good. Alan Santos cuts the lead to 1, 13-12.
Connor, I think that's a little bit too much room in that zone. Santos can knock down that 3 ball. The Redhawks gave him a lot of room right there. He knocked it down.
A very capable shooter. Might have been the reason he got the start tonight because of the problems that PUC had in the 2-3 zone last time these two teams faced off. Thacker and Washburn each going to get a break with 12:33 remaining. Jones and Williams back into the game. Now here's Kirkland with it. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Right side now, here is Jones. Humphrey up top. Goes hard with the right hand, goes up with the left, no, it's no good, and the rebound is collected by Santos. Strong take that time, just wasn't close. Moon in transition, swings out Brown. He's going to try left wing three, is no good. Humphrey just out of the reach of, or excuse me, the ball's just out of reach of Humphrey, and an offensive rebound again. Offensive rebound number 5 so far for PUC. And Brown was out of bounds. As now Carella's going to come back into this game. That'll get us to our first media timeout here in this one. Simpson with a 1-point lead at 13-12. We'll be right back. You're listening to Simpson Red Hawk Radio Network. We'll be waving. Back here at Simpson University, Connor Sutton, Garrett Thompson bringing you this one. Our cameraman, Tristan Webb. Shaquille Jones will be the trigger man for the Redhawks. As Delamarter Now back to Kirkland. That three-quarter court press drawing a little bit of problem. Thacker to the cutting Williams. Williams definitely traveled, and there is a late whistle and a call. Looked like he mishandled a little bit going to the rim.
Right, Connor, this is the lineup we talk about so often. Shaquille Jones, Mark Kirkland, and Anthony Williams. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit of that spider trap. Such great speed and athleticism in this lineup.
That's a very good point. You know, just the third turnover so far from the Redhawks, only 4 so far from PUC. Both teams taking care of the ball real well. Simpson being out-rebounded 6-2, 10-6. Here is a steal from Williams. Now Jones with it. Hesitates, might have gotten away with a carry. Now thrown to the corner to Williams. Williams up top, Kirkland. Kirkland's going to try a straightaway three. It's too strong. Simpson struggling from long distance. And now the ball goes out of bounds. It's knocked off of Jones. Redhawks tonight 0 for 4 from 3. Zacker's going to come back in, trying to improve that perimeter shooting.
Right, Connor. Good pass there from Shaquille Jones to find Anthony Williams. He swung it to the top. Not a bad shot from Mark Kirkland. He just didn't get it to fall.
Well, how deep is this Pacific Union team? We saw them play 12 guys last time these two teams faced up, but really a very deep team for Greg Ron.
Right, Connor. They have 12 guys played, but if you look on the bench, there's almost 16, 17 guys. So who knows how far Pacific Union is going to go down their bench.
Brown is fouled. It'll be on the ground, though, as checking into this game is Anthony Gonzalez out of Fairfield, California. Gonzalez played pretty good minutes last time these two teams played. Ball inbounded to Brown. Corner three on the way. It's no good. Long rebound to Santos. Another offensive chance for the Redhawks. Monteith in the corner. Throws a bad pass to Brown. Kirkland trying to chase it down, and now Brown does come away with it in a backdoor violation.
Connor, the Redhawks done a pretty good job on defense. However, they're giving up too many offensive rebounds, too many second chance points. The Redhawks are giving up. I'd like to see them improve on that here in this second part of the first half.
That's a big reason why this team is not up by a lot. Here's Williams to the rim. He is blocked from behind, I believe, by Gonzalez. Or it was either Gonzalez or Brown, but an impressive take. Anthony Williams saying, hey, I got hit on the arm, and he shows the referee his forearm. These two teams do not like each other. We saw them play last time, and there was a little bit of a tussle between Jones and Maxwell. Right side here is Shaquille Jones. Corner pass to Thacker. Back up top, Kirkland. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Jones is going to try a right wing three. This one's good. Jones knocks down the first long ball for Simpson, and the lead is pushed to 16-12.
Connor, Shaquille Jones starting out 3 of 3 in this first half. We saw him make a couple turnovers, but shooting the ball very well.
Brown passes up on the three attempt. He's struggling from deep so far. Here's Santos. He's going to try a deep three. And Santos answers back with a three of his own. Back to a 1-point game, 16-15. 10 minutes to play.
Well, Connor, you got to know the shooters. Santos is 2 for 2. That one was pretty deep. The Redhawks really need to identify the shooters and get out on them.
Down low, Corella. Corella pump fakes. Now goes to the baseline. Beautiful take from Ian Corella. He's got 6. Here's a ball steal from Kirkland. Hands to Williams. Williams now attacks. Gets inside, and it's going to come out to Corella. Corella now at the Thacker. And this is why Simpson can put up points in a hurry. They do things like this. Thacker's going to try a contested three. This is off to the right, no good. Brown tracks down the rebound. He's trapped. Now splits the double team beautifully. Cross court and midcourt. Now goes behind the back all the way to the rim. Goes to the rim, and an offensive foul is called. You know, we talked about this last time at the covered wagon. Simpson looks like they're making a conscious effort to take charges against a team that attacks the basket very well.
Right, Connor. As we said, the Pioneers such an athletic team. Beautiful move right there, getting to the hole. But a great play by Dalton Thacker to step in and take that offensive foul.
Washburn's going to come in for Thacker. As now had a little bit of trouble here with the sweeper. 9:33 to play. Here's Jones with it. Cross-court pass to Williams. Back to Jones. Simpson doing a nice job taking their time here in this game. Jones off a screen. Splits the double team. Clearly hit on the ground. No foul. Ahead now. Here is Moon to the basket, and he lays it up and in. Jones can't believe it. That is already Shaquille's third turnover tonight. We saw him do the same sort of thing against La Sierra. A lot of careless turnovers. But he's so aggressive. Here for Simpson. 8:50 to play in this first half. Kirkland off the screen. He's going to be left open for 3. Yes! Mark Kirkland off the bench, knocking down that trifecta. Just the second of the night for Simpson. And now the lead is pushed to 4. Santos off the screen. He's going to be left open again. And he hits again. Alan Santos saying, why not? 3 for 3. And he has been a huge factor so far. 1 point game. Washburn inside. Swings out Williams. Williams attacks the left hand. Now back to Washburn right side. Corella calling for the ball. He's going to get it. He's got a height advantage over Monteith. The jab's right. Goes left. Strong with the left hand. Is up and good. Ian Corella ridiculously good around the rim.
Pretty move there from Corella. The Redhawks need to get the ball inside. We've seen him be so efficient in this first half. Nothing but good comes out of feeding the ball to Ian Corella
Here's
so
Santos.
far in this game.
That's a good point. Here's Santos now with it. Goes a pass to Monteith. Back to Brown. He's going to tee one up from 3. It's good. It's raining long balls here for the Pacific Union Pioneers. Already their 5th on the night.
Connor, as we said, a very versatile team the Pioneers are, knocking down outside shots, getting to the hole. This is a dangerous Pioneers team here in conference.
It is. Here's a bad pass from Jones and a turnover. Miscommunication there. Monteith steals it. Well, we saw Pacific Union struggle to shoot the long ball, but here tonight, they've been phenomenal. 5 of 8. 23-23. Here's Brown to the rim. Hands off to Monteith. Monteith goes up with the right hand. No good. Washburn comes away with the rebound. To Jones. Jones to the rim. Swings to the corner. Kirkland 4-3. Yes! My goodness. It is raining long balls here tonight.
Connor, pretty good defense on both teams, but the Redhawks and the Pioneers both knocking down some tough outside shots.
Gonzalez to the rim. Oh my goodness, he scores right back. What a back and forth this last few minutes has been. Very high intensity. A lot of scoring going on from both teams. And a 1 point game. It's been very fun to watch. 6:30 to play here in this first half. Jones off the screen. Hesitates to the right hand. Now goes by Moon right to the rim. He is fouled beforehand. And I believe that will get us to a timeout. Moon's going to pick up the foul. And it will. 6:29 to play here in the first half. Your Redhawks lead by 1 against the Pacific Union Pioneers, 26-21. You're listening to Simpson Redhawks Radio Network. Back here at Simpson University, Redhawks lead by 1, 26-25. Connor Sutton, Garrett Thompson bringing you this one. As Simpson has it on the baseline. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Simpson ball. Thacker was wide open on that right corner. And you know, Gary, you just said something to me during the break that this PUC team is very, very dangerous and possibly, if they get hot, could have a chance to win this Calpac Conference.
Right, Connor. They're looking to put the Redhawks on upset alert tonight. We just said this is a very capable team of winning this Calpac Conference, so the Redhawks really need to take care of the ball here and get good shots.
Here's Washburn out to Jones. Simpson taking a long time to get in any sort of offense. Now here is Kirkland. Corella calling for the ball. He's got a mismatch on Monty. Spins, goes hard with the right hand, gets his own rebound, now puts it back up. It's no good. Thacker with a rebound. He goes up and he scores. Third chance opportunity, but they finally get the bucket to go. Here comes PUC right back. Brown to the rim, and Corella fouls him hard. And Brown will get to the line.
Connor, even on a made basket, we see the Pioneers pushing the floor. Nice attack there from Brown. Went into Ian Corella, created some space, and got the foul call.
Just the second team foul for the Redhawks here with 16 minutes remaining, so foul trouble will not be an issue for Simpson. First free throw good from Brown. Corella just picks up his first. Again, Pacific Union staying with their bench quite a while here in this first half, as we still see Maxwell and Greenwell, the starting bigs, on the bench. Head coach Greg Ron very confident in his bench team. Jones to Kirkland. Washburn now inside. Double team, throws in the corner to Kirkland. Back to Washburn. He's left open. 4-3. Yes! Johnny Washburn again knocks down the long ball. And the bucket will count, as now the referee's going to go over and talk to the scorer's table. 31-27 our score, is that dead ball actually gives Simpson a chance to put on their little press here. Greenwell back into the game, as Guerrero will also get his first stint off the bench. Kirkland has a steal. Kirkland with a 2-on-1 break. Now pulls it back out wisely at that, and now holds. Corella's going to have a mismatch down low if they want to use it. Here's Washburn off a pick, gets inside, nice take to the basket, now finds Corella. Corella open from 14, it's just short. Ball's collided, it comes to Washburn, 4-3, yes! Johnny Washburn again on back-to-back tries, as Simpson benefits from PUC crashing the board. Thacker picks up the assist. Inside here is Moon to the rim, it's no good, as now it goes out of bounds, as Moon was still on the ground, as Greenwell went for the rebound, it goes out of bounds. It'll stay PUC ball. Wow. Seemed pretty clear it was out of bounds off Greenwell. It must have been they wanted to call a foul but decided against it.
Interesting call there, Connor. Big basket there from Johnny Washburn. We'll see if the Redhawks can get another stop here, get a little momentum going.
The largest lead of the night here is at 7 at this point, 34-27, with plenty of time remaining here in this first half at 5 minutes. Hands off Brown. He's going to try a contested three. It's no good. He has struggled here so far tonight. Thacker skies for the rebound. Right side, here's Williams. To Corella, right to the rim. Ian Corella lays it up and in. He's in double figures with 10. And this lineup for the Redhawks has been dominating. Washburn with 6, Jones with 7, Kirkland with 6, Thacker with 4, and now Ian Corella with 10. Simpson playing very well. PUC wants to talk things over. We're going to take a short break. We're right back here from Simpson University. Listen to Red Hawk Radio Network. Back here live from the Cage in Redding, California. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday night edition of college basketball. The Redhawks women's team won earlier, beating Pacific Union in late game fashion, coming back in that second half, getting a 4-point victory. Well, a nice job. And now the Redhawks men's team's looking for a perfect season in conference anyway, and lead by 9. Here's PUC moving from right to left. Here is Crump. Hands off to Greenwell. Greenwell now hands to Brown. Brown attacks. He's collapsed on. Double team swings out to Crump. Crump up fakes. He's going to try 4-3. It's no good. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. And a great box out from Johnny Washburn. Simpson really starting to play well here in the last few minutes.
All right, Connor, and as we said, the Redhawks feed off energy and the momentum. A few stops, a few made baskets. The Redhawks are a very dangerous team.
Oh, boy, is it good to be home. 4 road games. They're back here tonight for 2. Homecoming and senior night tomorrow, or excuse me, Saturday night. Here is Corella. Nearly loses the ball, now throws right back to Williams. Williams all the way to the rim, draws the heavy contact, and he scores it with the right hand. And look how impressive can this team be when everybody is scoring and playing together.
Connor, they all feed off each other. I think that's what's so beautiful about this Red Hawk team. We see in this last few minutes everyone getting involved. Anthony Williams, Ian Corella, Johnny Washburn knocking down a couple. So fun to watch when they have a little bit of momentum.
Lead pushed to 11, now 12. We talked about PUC being contenders for the CalPAC Championship, but their defense seems to struggle when teams start scoring. Here's Greenwell, gets inside, swings out Brown. He's going to again try for 3. Finally knocks one down. Greg Brown now 1 of 4 for 3. Washburn to the corner to Jones. Jones to Thacker. He's going to step out, try a 3 of his own. It's short. Offensive rebound. Williams puts it back up. It's no good. Williams thought he was fouled. Now here's Crump back the other way. Goes between the legs with the dribble. Now backs it back out. And 3 minutes to play here in this first half. Crump now holds. Guarded by Thacker. Sagging off him with his heels on the 3-point line. Crump holding the left hand. Now double crossover. Looks for Brown. Can't find him. Crump comes off a screen. Now picks up the ball. Swings out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez right back to Crump. 10 on the shot clock. Crump off a screen. It's all the way to the rim. Floater is no good. Rebound comes to Thacker. Thacker now decides to pull it out. Throws to Corella. Corella pulls up from 14. This one's no good. Ian Corella with a little isolation crossover that time from the big man.
Corella tried to put the moves on there in the open court.
A little shake and bake.
The ball.
Little shake and bake. Here's a deep 3 from Brown. This one's no good. And Washburn with the rebound ahead to Thacker. Now I think he's going to want to put on the brakes. Thacker now hesitates, pulls it back out to Jones. 2 minutes to play here in this first half. 9-point lead for Simpson. Their largest of the night was 12. Here's Washburn. Steps out. He's going to try 4-3. It's short. Thacker and Corella both crashing the rebounds, but off a loose ball foul is going to be charged to Corella. It'll be his second, as now Justin Biskine's going to come to the scorer's table. He'll check in, I believe, for Corella.
Connor, we see in the early going, Brown not shy taking that outside shot. I think he's only knocked down 1, but the Redhawks need to recognize that he is not afraid to shoot the long ball.
Well, these last few games for Simpson, even on the road, they've shot the ball so well. Again, tonight above 50%, 16 of 29. That is unheard of in basketball. Here is a strong take to the rim from Greenwell. He's fouled by Biskine. Just the 14th foul on Simpson. .146 to play. Hope you stay tuned for the halftime report brought to you by Gatorade as Derek Pringle will come here for an interview. And it's the first time in a while that I've been excited for that. Here's Brown. Beautiful in and out dribble. Now it goes by Jones, and Jones is going to pick up the foul.
Connor, and I think that's an okay foul though from Shaquille Jones. Trying to pick up a little bit at half court. The Redhawks only have 5 team fouls, so being a little bit aggressive won't hurt the Redhawks here with just a few minutes left to play in this first half.
Here's Crump now with it. Throws out to Greenwell. Greenwell back up top to Gonzalez. Gonzalez attacks with the right hand, swings out to Crump. 1:30 to play in the first half. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Crump attacks with the right hand, goes to the rim hard. He is blocked. It comes now to Williams. Williams now slows it down, hesitates with the right hand dribble to Jones. Jones crosses over right to the rim. Rondo move and then goes back the other way and scores it. What an impressive move right there from Shaquille Jones.
Beautiful move from Shaquille Jones. Uses his quickness so well. Under control move into the paint. Finishes with the right hand. Beautiful move from Shaquille Jones.
Very, very pretty. Here's Gonzalez over 2 defenders. Knocks it down. Anthony Gonzalez. And the Redhawks have forced the Pioneers to take a lot of tough shots tonight. But so far, the Pioneers have done a nice job. They've been knocking those down, shooting 40%.
Right, Connor. We've seen them hit that outside shot pretty consistently in the first half. Something we didn't see at the Wagon.
Alley-oop to Biskine. It's knocked away. Now here comes PUC with it. And a foul is going to be called. Not a bad foul there in the backcourt. Doesn't allow PUC a chance to attack the rim, but actually it will get... Oh, I thought it was going to get Brown to the free throw line. It will not. As PUC will have it on the sideline. Marshall back into the game. Brown has stayed in after not starting. Santos, who was 3 for 3, has not come back into the game here in this first half. Up top now, here's Patterson. His first look off the bench. Swings out, the ball's knocked away. Williams tries to track it down, but it comes to Greenwell. Shot clock has been turned off. It's at 20 seconds. Greenwell now right side to Gonzalez. Simpson does not want to foul here on this possession. Here's Marshall. Holds with the right hand. 10 seconds now. Marshall's going to try a deep three. It's good. 5 seconds. Washburn. Washburn attacking with the right hand. He's going to try for 3. Thought he was fouled. It was knocked out of his hands. And there's a full court shot attempt is no good. But that'll end the first half, and an impressive one from both of these teams. But Simpson, in about a 4-minute stretch, really just poured it on this PUC team.
Well, they did, Connor. They got a little momentum going. They pulled away, got, I think, a 9-point lead, but the Pioneers did a very good job of bringing that lead back. They're within 6 now at half. Very fun first half to watch, very up and down. Going to be a good second half, Connor.
Well, we hope you stay tuned for the halftime report brought to you by Gatorade. Simpson with a 41-35 lead here at recess. You're listening to Simpson Redhawks Radio Network.
Being here at Simpson showed me how
We got to hear the hearts of some of the people that
The most impactful thing for me here being at Simpson is
Big reason why I chose Simpson was the Christian atmosphere. Just
I was a cultural studies major.
Christian college.
My name is Rachel. I've been here for 3 years. I chose Simpson because what it had to offer me was what I wanted. Life as a nursing student is 10 different. It's unlike any other students here. We are either here in the classroom, in the sim lab, or the hospital. We learn to serve people as a whole individual, not just treating them medically. Here we're taught to also deal with their mind and spirit emotions. I'm a part of someone's birth or someone's death, or a pivotal moment in time for them. As a student, it's really good preparation for my career, because what I'm doing here is what I'm going to be doing at my job.
Welcome back to the halftime report. I'm here with Coach Derek Pringle, who has got the win tonight. His Lady Redhawks defeated the Pioneers. The score was, 62-58. Coach, can you tell us, how excited are you to get this win tonight in conference?
Very excited, man. Overdue, the ladies played hard tonight. Felt good to get a monkey off our back. We've been struggling for the past 7 games, man. Getting the finish the game strong was amazing.
Thank you, Coach. How big was Fallon Greenhaw tonight?
She was huge, man. We miss her. 16 points. Was huge in the second half for us. She's a great, phenomenal player, great scorer, and it made the team a lot better when she's on the court.
Yes. This is her first game back from injury.
Yeah.
We saw her minutes reduced. She was starting in the beginning of the year. She played 22 minutes tonight, which is a lot. I didn't expect to see her play that many minutes tonight, but she turned it on the second half.
She did. She did.
Coach, now also, can you talk about what did you change in the second half? Your team shot 7 free throws in the first half. And the second half, you finished the game 19 for 25. That is a huge difference in free throws. What did you tell your team at half?
Be more aggressive getting to the basket. We knew we had, in my opinion, the better guards that could get to the rim. And so we kind of focused on that at halftime. Hey, use our ball screens, get to the rim, create contact, get the free throw line, and get some easy points.
Got it, Coach. Also, in the first half, you guys were struggling a little bit rebounding. Amber Washington was doing very well on the boards. Katie Lennox was holding her very well. She also was leading your team in the beginning in rebounds. What did you tell your team at the half to get them back defensively on the boards?
More of a pride thing. Tell them that rebounds are about pride and heart. If you want the ball, go get it. Washington, she's a great player. She's very athletic. She's long. That's okay. You know what? Go box her out. You're better than she is. Go give me 8 boards, please. And she did it for me. So
yes, she did. Your team did a great job. Coach Pringle getting his first win in conference tonight. We're going to be back later on with the halftime report. You're listening to Simpson Redhawks Radio Network.
type of people in this world. People that make it happen, people that watch it happen, and people that don't know what's happening.
Check it. Look at me, I'm all the way turned up. I ain't smoking, but my homie in here burnt up. Yeah, I'm working on him, but he straight though. Couple girls tryna twerk it on me, wait, no.
Hold up.
Before you even roll up, I'm in here with my lady, can't you see me, man, I'm sold up. Man, I'm in here tryna celebrate a birthday. And you know I'm good and well, it's a work day. No matter, we still gon' kick it, and we ain't getting trippy. No Molly in Mississippi, ain't fighting nobody, ain't nobody said tripping. And Southeast Dago in the building, shout out to Peter Pan, Skyline Imperial, we out here tryna function. Holla if you with it though, probably think I'm rolling, I'm just high on the spirit, bro. The only thing we poppin' is the truth, you don't hear me though. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. But what I got, you need to know about.
Welcome back to the Gatorade Halftime Report. I'm here with Connor Sutton. This is Carlton McAllister. Right now, we're going to talk about what Simpson is doing very well. The halftime score is 41-35. The Redhawks are doing a lot of good things. Let's talk about the points in the paint. Right now, the Redhawks are leading 22-12 in the points in the paint. What are they doing well, Connor?
Well, you're absolutely right, Carlton. You failed to mention that you're the Rain Man, by the way. But anyway, the Redhawks doing a nice job getting the ball inside. Ian Corell has been phenomenal in this first half. Every time they've gone down to him, he's either scored or he's gotten an offensive rebound and then scored. I mean, so he's been phenomenal. And then also when they've been pushing the ball on the fast break, they've been getting a lot of easy layups, a lot of secondary break opportunities. So really, it's just been all around a effort to get to the rim. And so all these players are so good at finishing. It makes perfect sense why they're winning in that category.
Yes, and that makes perfect sense about their fast breaking because their field goal percentage is so high, and if they're shooting over 50% from the field, and I mean you can say that it's from all the fast break points that they're getting in transition. They do such a great job. Let's also talk about the rebounding. Thacker is the leading rebounder as a guard. He's done such a good job rebounding. Can you talk about what they're doing to get boards?
Well, if you talk about Dalton Thacker, I mean, he's just such a good all-around player. Leads the team in points, rebounding, and assists. So, I mean, he really does it all for this team. But I talked to him earlier about it this week. I said this in the first half. He made a conscious effort to say, I'm going to go get every single rebound, and then he's done much better. We've seen his numbers increase. We've been in double digits in reboundings multiple times, and that's an easy display. Also, Simpson's doing a nice job of boxing out. And really, a couple times they've gotten lucky. The PUC, they've had 4 or 5 guys collapse to get the rebound, and they all hit each other, and it just comes right to the Redhawks. So a little bit of good luck, but also a lot of good rebounders on this team.
Yes, and also PUC is shooting a very high percentage in three-point shots. They've made 7, and I can say that's probably the only reason that they are actually in this game because they're not shooting anywhere close to what Simpson's shooting in field goal. So they're doing a really good job. Simpson can do a lot better.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, go back to PUC. When we saw these two teams face off back in at Pacific Union, they could not shoot at all. They had Senga who hit a couple, but other than that, they were just casting and not able to knock them down. But tonight especially, I think they made a conscious effort knowing that Simpson's going to force them to take outside shots. They've knocked down quite a few, and especially tonight, it's been Santos knocked down 3 in that first half and hasn't missed. So obviously, Coach Ron knows that his team's got to knock down perimeter shots to get this team, especially when they go to a 2-3 zone. And so far tonight, they have done that.
Yes. So we're going to be right back. 2 minutes till we start the second half. You are listening to Simpson Redhawks Radio Network.
Being here at Simpson showed me that having
We got to hear the hearts of some of the people that.
The most impactful thing for me here being at Simpson is
a big reason why I chose Simpson was the Christian atmosphere and just
That's what your studies major.
It's a Christian college.
My name is Rachel and I've been here for 3 years. I chose Simpson because what it had to offer me was what I wanted. Life as a nursing student is intense and different. It's unlike any other students here. We are either here in the classroom, in the sim lab, or the hospital. We learn to see people as a whole individual, not just treating them medically. Here we're taught to also deal with their mind and spirit emotions. I'm a part of someone's birth or someone's death or a pivotal moment in time for them. As a student, it's really good preparation for my career because what I'm doing here is what I'm going to doing at my job.
Being here at Simpson showed me that having
We got to hear the hearts of some of the people that
The most impactful thing for me here being at Simpson is
The reason why I chose Simpson was the Christian atmosphere. And
My
Culture studies major.
It's
Christian college.
My name is Rachel and I've been here for 3 years. I chose Simpson because what it had to offer me was what I wanted. Life as a nursing student is intense and different. It's unlike any other students here. We are either here in the classroom, in the sim lab, or the hospital. We learn to serve people as a whole individual, not just treating them medically. Here we're taught to also deal with their mind and spirit emotions. I'm a part of someone's birth or someone's death or a pivotal moment in time for them. As a student, it's really good preparation for my career because what I'm doing here is what I'm going to be doing at my job.
Back here for the start of the second half, Connor Sutton with Garrett Thompson. You just heard the halftime report with Carlton McAllister and head coach Derek Pringle of the women's team. Simpson causing some problems here. As here's a ball knocked away. It stayed with it now to PUC. Greenwell to the basket. Right hand finish is up and good. Good start for Pacific Union. Here in the second half. Garrett, what did you see from the Redhawks, especially, or even from PUC? Why are they still in this game after the Redhawks led by 12?
Well, Connor, the Redhawks are forcing them to take some tough outside shots, but the Pioneers are just knocking them down. They've hit some very tough shots in that first half. If they can do that in the second half, it's going to be a very close game.
Here's a turnover now. Simpson coming back, or PUC back the other way. Santos back into this game along with Senga. Senga crossing over, gets inside. Now swings back out Santos. Santos thought about it. Now looking, trying to find someone to post up. Finds Senga. Senga gets inside. Uses the off arm, goes off the glass, no good. Thacker tips it away to the Redhawks. And now here comes Simpson ahead to Williams. Williams with the right hand all the way to the basket, draws the heavy contact, and he will get to the line. Williams, an explosive, fast player for Jim Holcomb. And he can really get a lot done.
Connor, that's what he does best. Even when it's a 1-on-2, 1-on-3 scenario, Williams always pushes the tempo, finds his way to the middle of the floor, and either gets the basket or draws the foul.
First free throw rings in and out, no good. In that first half, Ian Corella led all scorers with 10 points. Santos had 9, all of which from three-point land. Second free throw good from Williams. 5-point game, 42-37. Greg Ron's bench played very well in that first half as Simpson nearly comes away with a steal. Here's Greenwell inside to Maxwell. Nice up fake. Reverse layup, no good. And the rebound comes to Corella, now to Thacker. Here's Jones. As they are looking for Corella inside. Oh my goodness, wow. An offensive foul is called on Corella. He just put his arms up and he just happened to hit Maxwell. And that's a tough third foul on Corella as Biskine's going to have to come into this game here early on in the second half.
Very tough foul call there on Corella. I mean, I guess they got him for a push-off, but pretty touchy foul for the big guys, Connor.
I mean, they're big guys. They can take a lot of contact. Seemed like the hit to the face was the reason the referee called it. Still a 5-point game, 18 and a half to play here in this second half. We saw the women's team play extremely well in that second half against PUC here earlier tonight. Here's Marshall, swings out Santos. Santos fakes a corner pass, nicely done for three, it's good. Alan Santos with the long ball, and now here comes Simpson. Biskine with it right side, crosses over, gets all the way to the rim. Now a little floater up and good from Justin Biskine. And just like you said earlier, off the bench, this team really does not lose a whole lot of talent. And there's a beautiful take from Marshall to the rim, and he scores it in a foul. And it'll be on Anthony Williams.
Marshall just willing his way to the hoop, drops his shoulder. It looked like Dalton Thacker going to the hoop there. A little off-balance shot, got it to go in the foul.
Trying to cut this lead to 1 here at the line. is Marshall. Free throw good. 43-44. PUC right back into this game. Here's a hard screen on Williams. Now right side is Jones. Jones attacks to the left hand, gets all the way inside. Ball was blocked by Marshall. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Simpson ball. Jones can't believe he wasn't fouled.
Good attack there from Shaquille Jones. Looked like pretty good D from Marshall. Shaquille Jones wants a foul call, but a good aggressive play there from Jones. Better play from Marshall.
Thacker up fakes, now comes off a screen. Now to Jones. Jones attacks baseline all the way to the rim. Heavy contact, tries a reverse layup. He is fouled, and he's going to head to the line. You can see Jones still frustrated about the missed foul call in the last attempt.
Connor, Shaquille Jones is relentless going to the hoop. We saw him right there with a wide open three, it looked like. He did not settle, attacked the hoop. Now he's going to the line to shoot a pair.
He's really improved on his free throw shooting ever since the Menlo game where he knocked down 6 straight. You see Justin Biskeen that time telling Jones to calm down a little bit. That's a freshman talking to a senior right there, so it's good to see the maturity of some of these young guys for the Redhawks. Both free throws good for Jones, 46-43. Jones now leads the way with 11. Marshall attacks the baseline. Jones is going to pick up the foul. Just his second foul. 17:23 to play here in the second half. Redhawks with a 3-point lead. So far tonight, that Spider defense that we've seen cause a lot of problems for teams has been a non-factor. Santos with it. Up top now to Greenwell. Guarded by Washburn. And an offensive foul is called on Maxwell. Battling down low with Biskeen. And Biskeen draws the foul. 17-18 to play here in the first half. We saw a lot of fast play here early on in that first half, but so far in the second half, a lot more fouls called as Jones draws the foul on Marshall, just his second. Ball is inbounded to Jones, streaking his way up the floor. Here's a 3-on-2 break to the corner to Washburn. Washburn now pulls up from 17. It's no good. Rebound battle for. It comes to Thacker, and he goes up and scores it. And now a loose ball foul is called. It'll be on Biskeen. Thacker with his head in the air, thinking, man, I just had an easy 2 points. Gets it taken right away. Still 46-43. Marshall now back to Senga. PUC moving from left to right here in this second half. Senga now hesitates, swings out to Marshall. Marshall off the dribble all the way to the rim. Here's a little right-hand finger roll, no good. Ball's loose on the up above the rim. Now here's Marshall to Greenwell, or excuse me, Maxwell blows the layup. And now Simpson wants to slow it down as Williams, who just went to the floor, said, hey, you got to mop that up. Williams, right side, Washburn. Simpson struggling a little bit here early on. Thacker to the rim, misses the layup. Fading to his right. Now here's Greenwell. Hands to Santos. Santos to Senga. Senga, fantastic three-point shooter, gets to the rim, and he is fouled. Then he'll head to the line, and Biskeen is shocked. He can't believe it.
Connor, this game's so much fun to watch, so up and down. Both teams so athletic. I mean, both teams knocking down that outside shot, getting to the hoop. This is going to be a close one going down to the wire in the second half.
Well, it definitely is. That's a good point. And I mean, a big key for both these teams is going to be knocking down free throws as we are anticipating a close game. Kirkland and Humphrey going to come into the game as Biskeen just picked up his third personal. Kirkland played well in that first half, had 6 points. And really, Simpson was a better team when he was on the floor.
Right, Connor. He brings a lot of athleticism to the team. You know, there's not a lot he can't do off the bench. Such a valuable player. The Redhawks are really going to need him here in the second half.
Here's Humphrey with it. Now to Kirkland. Right side Jones. 16-10 to play here in this second half. Williams with it. Double team on the side. Now throws out to Humphrey. Humphrey was hit on the arm. Now back to Kirkland. Kirkland, 10 on the clock. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 7 on the clock. Here's up top now Jones. Jones attacks, gets all the way. Now a little floater from 18, no good. Loose ball as now Maxwell tears it out of the hands of Thacker. Marshall now left side to the corner to Greenwell. Mishandles it now back up top to Senga. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Senga hesitates now back to the right side. Marshall. Marshall holds. Wants an on-ball screen. Now he's going to get it. Maxwell. Senga. Left wing three. Yes. And this game is tied. Or excuse me. 48-46. After the 2 free throws. PUC with the lead. Coach Holcomb is going to call for time as the cage has gone quiet. PUC is shushed this crowd. 15-18 to play here in this second half. We're right back here from Simpson University. Listen to Simpson Red Hawk Radio Network. Back here inside the broadcast booth, Connor Sutton, Garrett Thompson bringing this one out of the timeout. We just saw Shaquille Jones telling his team on the floor, this is our time, let's go. We need to do it right now. This is a team that has not trailed much in this second half, of a second half here in this conference play. Left side now, here's Kirkland trying to get something going. Jones to the rim, and an illegal screen is going to be called. It'll be on Delamarter. Wow.
Connor, that's very true. The Redhawks need to get some momentum. I'd like to see this crowd get involved a little bit. Give the Redhawks a little push in the second half.
Here is Marshall. Right side of Senga. Attacks with the right hand. Now swings to Maxwell, who might have been pushed from behind. And now the ball does come to Jones. Here comes Simpson on the break. Jones now slowing it down. Throws to Delamarter. Delamarter right to the rim, and he is hit hard, and he's going to head to the line to shoot 2 free throws, trying to tie this game with 14:40 to play.
Such good minutes we've seen from Delamarter in this game. Connor taking a charge, getting a basket right there. Nice aggressive move to the hoop. He's going to line to shoot a pair.
Delamarter, early in this year, Garrett, did not play a whole lot of minutes. We talked about it in the last broadcast, but didn't play a whole lot of minutes. Really was playing what we could call garbage time the last 5 minutes of the game if you're getting blown out or if you're blowing a team out. But here in conference play, he has proven to Coach Holcomb that he is reliable, and not only that, and he can help this team off the bench.
Right, Connor. Well, he's matured over the course of the season. I don't even really think his skills improved. It's just his maturity. He's starting to fit in a little more with this team. Jim Holcomb giving him some good minutes here in the Cal Pac.
Free throw, 1 of 2 that time. Up top now, here's Senga. Now to Maxwell. Right side here, Senga attacks with the right hand, draws the contact, shot is up and no good. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay PUC ball. On the baseline here is Senga. 3 from Greenwell is good, and the lead is now pushed to 5.
Being able to step out and hit that jump shot, Connor, makes Greenwell such a versatile player, so tough to guard. That's a tough matchup for Rufus Humphreys.
Kirkland, right side, attacks the baseline. Now is tied up. 13:58 to play here in this second half, and PUC has a lot of momentum. Washburn and Thacker back into this game. 47-51 our score. Now on the baseline here is Washburn. He's the trigger man, trying to find someone to throw the ball to. Now he finds Williams. Williams back to Thacker. 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Now to Kirkland. Kirkland left side, Washburn. Shot clock now running down at 7. Williams swings out Thacker. Thacker, he tries a tough follow-away jumper, short. Rebound is controlled by PUC. Here's Marshall with it, crossing over, gets inside, swings out now to Monteith, now to Senga, right wing three, yes! Jim Holcomb again wanted to talk things over. Pacific Union is pouring it on here in this second half, now with a 7-point lead after trailing by 6 at the half. Simpson obviously very frustrated here, and we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back here from the cage. It's 54-47. The PUC Pioneers lead it. 13:26 to play. You're listening to Simpson Redhawks Radio Network. Back here at Simpson University, 13:30 to play. 7-point game in favor of the Pioneers. Simpson has struggled to get going here in this second half. Here's Kirkland off a screen. Hesitates now, goes behind the back, finds Washburn. Now to Williams. Williams inside, loses the handle, now goes up with the right hand and he scores. Finally ends a long drought for the Redhawks.
Making something out of nothing there, Anthony Williams can create for himself. Beautiful layup on the right side.
Monteith inside, scores it. Simpson going to a 5-guard lineup here, and it didn't match up now. As now here comes the full court pressure from PUC. Still a 7-point game, 56-49. Kirkland with it. Hands to Jones. Jones to Washburn. Washburn off a screen, now gets inside. Hard to the rim, left-hand finish is partially blocked, but a foul is called on Monteith. And that'll get Washburn, a skilled shooter, to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Nice move from Washburn, but Connor, I think the Redhawks look a little rattled on offense. I'd really like to see them slow it down, get the ball inside a little bit maybe, but the Redhawks really need to figure it out in the second half. They're down 7 right now. The Redhawks have to change something up if they want to get that lead back.
Plenty of time remaining, just need to get some momentum going. But this PUC team has done a nice job, especially from long distance. They've hit more than half of their field goals from beyond the arc.
And that's something we didn't see at the covered wagon, Connor. PUC shooting lights out here at the cage, making them a very dangerous team in this game.
65%. Here is Washburn, who gets his own offensive rebound, now pulls up from 15 and hits. And now a 4-point game. Pacific Union shooting 65% from beyond the arc tonight. Here's a pass to Gonzalez. Might have traveled, and he does. Good call that time by the referee. I was sure, thought he was going to get away with it that time. But he does pick it up, and, Simpson trailing by 4. But if it wasn't for these long bombs from PUC, this would be a totally different game.
That's right, Connor. Shooting the ball so well here at the cage.
Jones right to the rim. Yes, it's good. And now they go ahead to Gonzalez. A little bit of a cherry pick action. Gonzalez, he scores it right back. Wow.
And it's an up and down game, Connor. The Pioneers running the floor even on a made basket. The Redhawks really need to be aware of that transition game.
Thacker to the corner, nearly gets the ball stolen now to Kirkland. Kirkland now to Jones. Jones attacks, pulls up from the 14. In and out, no good. Sangha with the rebound. Here comes Brown. He pulls up from 16, and he knocks it down. 6-point game now. Both teams will be in the penalty the remainder of this game. You know, if you're Jim Holcomb, you got to be saying if this team's struggling to shoot the ball or even to get good shots, you got to attack the rim, try to draw fouls. Washburn to the basket, right-hand finish, and he will get to the line. He just made 1 of 2 there. $11-12 remaining here in this ball game.
Connor, Ian Carell actually has 3 fouls. He's been so valuable for the Redhawks. 10 points, 5 of 9 from the field. The sooner they could get Ian Carell in this game, the better. I think they really need to start playing from the inside out, free up some open shots for Johnny Washburn and Dalton Thacker.
Well, Dalton Thacker hasn't got things going tonight, just with 4 points on 2 of 7, shooting 0 of 3 from 3. As now the referee's going to talk things over here. And, you know, really, as they change the foul call to Brown, Thacker will get the line to shoot 2. You know, Simpson has done a nice job of getting open shots, but they have got to get hands up on shooters for this PUC team. They've been taking tough shots, but if you expect them to miss the tough shots, then, you know, that doesn't put yourself and your team in a good position to win.
Well, that's very true, Connor. This PUC team is taking and making some very tough shots. However, I feel like the Redhawks really need to control those rebounds as well. The Pioneers getting way too many offensive rebounds for second chance points.
Again, 1 of 2 at the line for Washburn. And now here is Moon. Gets inside, swings out Monteith. Corner jumper is no good. Offensive rebound, Greg Brown. 9th offensive rebound for PUC. Here's Moon. Spins to Monteith, left Brown, wide open, it's good. Simpson's defense has been broken down multiple times here tonight. Here's Jones, double team now. Finds Thacker, Thacker is fouled, and he's gonna get to the line to shoot free throws. You can see the frustration on these Simpson Redhawk players' faces. Trailing by just 7, but you can tell that run by PUC really got to them.
Yeah, Connor, I don't think this is something that the Redhawks seen yet in this conference. Down by 7 with 10 minutes left to play. The Redhawks really need to take advantage on offense and defense if they want to get back in this game.
Well, this is a team that has been in control most of this conference play. Obviously undefeated. Second free throw pops out. Biskine offensive rebound and lays it up. But an offensive foul is called on Biskine, and that is number 4. And we will go to the other end to shoot more free throws. Both teams in the penalty with 10:30 to play. Biskine saying, hey, I went right up. The ball was right above me. Biskine's going to have to come out, obviously, with the 4th foul. Humphrey's going to come in. Kirkland's going to come in for Washburn. And right now, Simpson's just got to find a way to get something going offensively, get some momentum, and get some stops. Monteith's free throw, no good. Humphrey with a good rebound. Hands to Jones. This is a good opportunity to do it right here. Jones with it. Hands to Williams. Give credit to PUC's defense. Has done a nice job in this second half. Thacker inside. Nice scoop with the right hand. Is up and good from Dalton Thacker. Well, I think he knows the outside shot has not been very effective tonight, so he takes that one inside and cuts this lead to 4. 10 minutes to play. Moon off the dribble to the right hand. Shot is partially blocked by Humphrey. Loose ball now on the floor. Jones comes away with it. Here comes Simpson on the break with numbers. Jones loses the ball, and it comes to Brown. It was a 4-on-3 break. Here is Monteith to the rim. He's fouled, and the basket's going to count. (58-64). A 4-point swing right there, and again, Shaquille Jones being careless with the basketball there, trying to make a flashy open court move when he had numbers ahead of him, and a turnover, and a 5-point swing.
Just an unfortunate turnover there for Shaquille Jones. 5-point swing. The Redhawks need to get a basket if they want to get back in this one.
Here's Kirkland. A little bit of nonchalantness coming on for the Redhawks, trying to get something going. Here's Kirkland, and he scores it falling away. And you can just see the frustration. The offense has not been as easy for Simpson in this second half.
No, it hasn't. It looks like the shots they have made and the points they're getting come from a lot of one-on-one play, not a lot of offense being ran in the second half.
Here's Brown. He knocks down a tough shot. 7-point game. Kirkland double teamed, and he has to call a timeout. And every time Simpson has come across midcourt, they have been trapped. And, you got to know that as a player. It'll be just a 30-second timeout. We'll take a short break. 9:16 remaining here in this second half. You're listening to Simpson Redhawks Radio Network. .9:16 to play here in this one. Simpson trying to find and claw their way back, trailing by 7. 67-70. You'll give credit to Greg Ron. He's done a nice job making adjustments here at the half, and this PUC team has come back and cut this game close. Thacker inside to the rim, hands off to Humphrey, and there's going to be a foul as Thacker's going to get to the line. It's a good time to do it, getting to the line and shooting with the clock stopped. A good way to get back into the game. Obviously just trailing by 7, so they're not too far out. Still in striking distance. First free throw good. You got to make your free throws. We saw that the women's game. Simpson did a wonderful job shooting from the line, and it really helped them in propelling them to get their first win of conference play.
Right, Connor, and if you're a shooter, going to the line can actually get a little momentum for you. Hopefully, Dalton Thacker can get things to fall in this second half.
Thacker now has 9 with the free throws. Here's a ball to Maxwell. It is saved out to Gonzalez. Cross-court pass now is knocked out of bounds by Jones. And now Simpson's defense starting to get a little more energized out of that timeout. Hopefully, he can get quite a few stops here.
Yeah, Connor, they look a little bit more intensified here. I think they're realizing they're down 5, something they haven't really experienced in this Cal Pac. We'll see what they have for us in the second half.
There's a foul on Kirkland, and he can't believe it. Neither can Holcomb. Wow. Moon used his offhand big time, but I think what Kirkland is picked up the foul for was the initial reach.
Connor, it looked like he beat him to the spot, poked the ball away, beat him to the spot, got called for the foul call. Very disappointing look on the faces of Mark Kirkland and Jim Holcomb right now.
Just Kirkland's first. Here's a missed shot now. Jones with it on the break. Not sure what happened here. And they say this, they stopped the game to stop the shot clock. Interesting here is, in my opinion, you can't let that happen. As a referee, they have a clear advantage in a 2-on-1 the other way, but you blow the whistle dead because the shot clock was a little bit off. I don't think that's that big of a deal. If it ends up affecting the play, then change it. But other than that, here's Jones with the left side. Jones attacks the right hand, swings to Humphrey. Humphrey's bumped. Now goes to the rim. Is blocked by Monteith on a late whistle and a foul, and Monteith can't believe it. Oh, it looked like referee was about to tee up Monteith, but decides against it on the hard slam to the floor with the ball. Humphrey, not a great free throw shooter. He's going to head to the line, trying to cut this lead under 5.
Connor, good aggressive take there from Shaquille Jones. He found Rufus Humphreys. Looked like he got blocked. Might have been a little bit of body, but a pretty unhappy Pioneer team right now. We'll see if Rufus Humphreys can knock him down.
First one is good. 4-point game, trying to cut this lead to a one-possession game. Pacific Union with 3 players in double figures, and Jordan Greenwell, Greg Brown, as well as Alan Santos. Santos all from 3. Here's Monteith, comes away with the rebound on the missed free throw from Humphrey. Greenwell with it. Up top now, Gonzalez. There's a time to strike. Right now, it is for the Redhawks. Baseline take, throws it to Gonzalez. He attacks the left hand now, swings to Monteith. Monteith goes to the rim, might have gotten fouled, and he scores it. 6-point game. Monteith has 9. Corella's going to come back into the game at the next whistle. Thacker inside, he is bumped with the right hand, it's no good. He can't believe he didn't get a foul called. And now here comes PUC with it. Marshall to the rim, left hand finish, no. And there is a whistle and a foul. And Greenwell clearly got Shaquille Jones out of the way. We're going to go to the other end and shoot free throws, and we'll see if it's going to be Jones or Thacker.
Connor, such an open up and down game. Dalton Thacker missed the layup. Marshall got it and went coast to coast. This game really with no stops, just running up and down. Such great athleticism from both teams. It's real fun to watch.
Well, you're absolutely right. 7:41 to play here in this one. We'll take a timeout here from the cage. You're listening to Simpson Red Hawk Radio Network. .741 to play. Simpson trailing by 6. Well, really, it's been that way for the last 5 to 6 minutes. PUC's done a nice job in the second half, outscoring the Redhawks 34-21. As Thacker's going to head to the line to try to cut this lead down. Both teams will be in the double bonus the rest of the night.
Connor, we saw in the first half the Pioneers hitting down a lot of outside shots, getting that 3 ball to fall. In the second half, really, they're just attacking the hoop, getting pretty easy looks. The Redhawks defense really needs to pick it up.
It's been a
8
tale.
minutes left, and they want to get in this game.
It's been a tale of 2 halves. 4-point game, 69-65. Marshall hands to Greenwell. Greenwell attacks on the right hand. Ball knocked away. Jones now comes away with it. Jones pulls up from 14 off the window, no good. And now Greenwell has it to Marshall. Here comes Simpson. And now Jones comes again with another steal. Jones now wisely slowing it down. Holcomb saying, let's go, let's go. And now they go to Thacker. Thacker to Williams. Williams to Jones. They want to go inside to Corella. Corella. Ball's knocked out of his hands. Marshall comes away with it. Corella thought he was fouled. Now here's Marshall. Throws a pass to Monteith. Goes off his foot. 3 straight turnovers here for PUC. Simpson needs to answer. Corella pulls up, or pump fakes, excuse me, and now back up top Jones. Washburn's going to check in at the next whistle. Here's Thacker. Jazz right, goes left, finds Corella. Corella to the rim. Nice feed from Dalton Thacker. And Corella with the bucket, his first in the second half. Remember, he's got 3 fouls. And now Simpson's fans coming to life here with 6:30 to play. Here's a strong take to the rim, out of bounds. As Marshall was swatted by Humphrey. Humphrey thought it went back off the hand of Greenwell. Washburn's going to come back into the game for Anthony Williams. with 6:19 to play. Just a 2-point game. Inbounded to Brown. Brown had a solid first half, now pulls up from about 14 and knocks it down. Greg Brown has really started to get that outside jumper going. Here's Washburn. Hands to Jones. Guarded closely by Greg Brown, both very quick players. Corner to Washburn. Washburn now off a pick. Corner to Jones, 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Jones hesitates, gets inside, up fake, swings out Washburn. Left wing three and a big one. It's no good. Thacker battling for the rebound, it comes to Monteith. Ahead now to Marshall, one-on-one. Marshall goes around. Washburn lays it up and in, and a 6-point game. Here's Brown with the steal. He's going to try 4-3. It's short. Brainwell can't come away with the rebound. Thacker to Jones. Simpson again trying to get some rhythm on the offensive end. Inside Corella. Corella right to the rim, lays it in. Beautiful seal and a beautiful pass. And that adds up to 2 points.
Great feed from Dalton Thacker, Connor. That's the second time we've seen him feed Ian Corella for easy layups.
Swings out, now here's Marshall. Thacker has 4 assists, also 7 rebounds. Brown stepping back now, looking, swings to Gonzalez. Gonzalez attacks the left hand. Swings out Brown, he's gonna try a deep 3, yes! Greg Brown in his second long ball attempt of the night, or excuse me, make of the night. And now here comes Simpson. Washburn, high post now to Humphrey. Humphrey gets inside, draws the contact, shot goes hard off the window, no good. 7-point game, Marshall to Brown. Brown attacks the right hand, gets inside with a right hand scoop, is no good. He's gonna head to the line. 7-point game with 4.5 to play. Jones picks up his third, and something has to change here in these last few minutes for Simpson.
Connor, Brown finding ways to score that basketball. Such a tough, deep 3-point shot. We saw him just knock down. Now a nice drive right by Shaquille Jones to the hole. He's going to the line.
We don't see a whole lot of guys faster than Jones, but Brown might be the #1 contestant. First free throw, no good. Simpson has 4 players in double figures. Washburn with 10, Jones has 13, Thacker with 10, and Corella has 14. Kirkland back into the game. A 7-point deficit that Simpson needs to overcome to continue to be undefeated in conference. Brown's second free throw good, 8-point lead. Thacker now with it. Needs to get something going here. Thacker gets inside, now backs it out. Swings to Washburn. Comes off a pick from Williams, now back to Anthony. Anthony decides against trying for 3, now gets inside. Hands to Thacker. Thacker up fakes. Digs his way through, goes up, ball knocked out of his hands. Now goes out of bounds, and it'll go to PUC.
Connor, the Redhawks need to set up in an offense. Looks like right now they're real rattled and getting a lot of one-on-one basketball going. I'd like to see them go to one set player, maybe Ian Corella, get Dalton Thacker going, but right now the offense looks real rambled. They need to settle down a little bit.
They definitely do. Jim Holcomb wants to talk things over and try to get something going for his team. 8-point game, Simpson trailing 77-69. You're listening to Simpson Redhawks Radio Network.
There's 3 type of people in this world. People that make it happen, people that watch it happen, and people that don't know what's happening.
Check it. Look at me, I'm all the way turned up. I ain't smoking, but my homie in here burnt up. Yeah, I'm working on him, but he straight though. Couple girls tryna twerk it on me, wait, no. Hold up. Before you even roll up, I'm in here with my lady, can't you see me, man, I'm sold up. Man, I'm in here tryna celebrate a birthday. And you know I'm good and well, it's a work day. No matter, we still gon' kick it, and we ain't getting trippy. No Molly in Mississippi, ain't fighting nobody, ain't nobody said tripping. And Southeast Dago in the building, shout out to Peter Pan, Skyline Imperial, we out here tryna function. Holla if you with it though, probably think I'm rolling, I'm just high on the spirit, bro. The only thing we poppin' is the truth, you don't hear me though. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. They probably think I'm rolling, I ain't on nothing. But what I got, you need to know about.
There's 3 type of people in this world.
Back here at Simpson University, 4:02 to play. Thacker with Washburn, Williams, and Kirkland. Simpson going to the Spider defense as everyone is standing here in the building. Marshall, cross-court pass to Greenwell. Greenwell now back to Marshall. Plenty of time on the shot clock. These fans trying to will this team to a win. Marshall in deep three-point range, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Williams, crossing over now, swings to Gonzalez. Gonzalez now to Greenwell, back to Brown. Brown is hit hard in a foul. And he will head to the line, trying to extend this lead to double digits.
Connor, devastating foul call there. The Redhawks played 27 great seconds of defense to pick up a foul call and send Brown to the line. That really hurts the Redhawks.
Yeah, really bailed them out there. Brown's going to stay in the game. Obviously, he's been a huge factor tonight off the bench. 20 points. Looking to add to that as well as add to their lead. 3:30 to play. Back here at Simpson, having a little bit of technical difficulties here. 3:35 to play, 1 out of 2 for Brown. Jones back into the game, he's trapped, and he gets it stolen by Brown. Brown to the rim, misses the layup. Ball goes out of bounds as Jones tries to save it, and Shaquille Jones really having a rough night.
Connor, he's shooting the ball pretty well. However, all these turnovers really hurting the Redhawks. Got to make better decisions with the basketball.
Surprised Jim Holcomb's leaving him in. Here's Gonzalez. Now to Monteith. A lot of time on the clock. Marshall inside, right to the basket, lays it in. Simpson trying to push it back. Trailing by 11 now. Thacker gets inside, hands to Washburn. He's going to try a three, and they need this. No good. Thacker comes away with the rebound, and a loose ball foul is called. Wow. It'll be on Thacker, and he'll go to the other end to shoot free throws. His third. This one's starting to slowly slip away from these Redhawks. Trailing by 11 with 3 to play.
Yeah, Connor, and sending the Pioneers to the line is not what the Redhawks want to do. Double bonus. If Brown can knock these down, that's going to be a real tough comeback for the Redhawks with just 3 minutes left to play.
That's a good point. Brown knocks down the first free throw. Obviously, this would be a huge win for PUC. Simpson so far has been undefeated in conference. Both are good. 13-point game. Jones with it. Right side. They got to hurry here. Hands to Washburn. It's going to be the perimeter shooting if they get it done. Thacker inside. Goes to the rim. He's fouled. He'll head to the free throw strike. Surprised he passed up on that long ball there. Usually we see Thacker step out and shoot that one.
Well, especially with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left to play, Connor, you'd think he would hoist that 3 ball. But getting to the rim, stopping the clock, not a bad decision from Thacker.
Jordan Monteith picks up his 5th. He's actually going to be fouled out. Monteith then actually going to exit with a pretty solid night. 9 points, 4 rebounds, a couple assists. Good minutes off the bench for Greg Ron. Thacker needs these. Trailing by 13. First one good.
Connor, it's going to be tough for the Redhawks because they can't foul or else the Pioneers go to the line to shoot double bonus. So Redhawks need to wait probably the whole 35 seconds and get a stop on defense. It's going to be very tough.
Second free throw no good. The ball was battled for, but it comes to PUC. Simpson needs to get a few stops or even some steals. Greenwell throws it out of bounds, and that's what Simpson needs right there, a turnover. Still a 12-point game with 2:30 to play. This one is not over. Both teams got to know that. But Jones walking the ball up the floor. Very interesting. Got a push here. Here's Thacker, right side. Attacks. Now swings to Williams. Williams up fakes. Goes hard to the rim. Right hand finish is good from Anthony Williams. 10-point game. 2 to play. Brown, double team, comes across midcourt. Is bumped. Jones staying with him. And now they're going to call a timeout. 2 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in this one. And you know, with 2 minutes left in a 10-point game, you have to be thinking that the perimeter shooting of Simpson Redhawks is going to have to come into play here.
Right, Connor. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Jim Holcomb put in almost all the Redhawks three-point shooters. You know, they need to get a stop on defense first, but on offense, they need a quick basket and get back in that spider trap.
Still, you know, a lot of time remaining. Simpson almost has all 5 starters in double figures. Anthony Williams has 9. He's the only one not in double figures, but, you know, a big defensive possessions coming up. Really, in this situation, you can't afford to allow Pacific Union to score.
No, Connor, really no more points allowed for Pacific Union is what the Redhawks want, and they need quick baskets on offense as well.
And you can't bail them out with fouls because that'll send them to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And you got to somehow find a way to cause problems for this PUC team. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Now here is Marshall. Here comes the double team. Marshall throws to Greenwell. Back to Marshall. Letting time run off the clock here. Defense chance echoing here in the building. Brown getting inside. All the way to the rim. It's stripped out of his hands. Washburn saves it to Corella. Corella. It's knocked out of his hands. It goes out of bounds. It'll say Simpson ball. Wow. Almost an easy lane at the other end, but Simpson will at least have the ball with a minute 50 to play. Jim Holcomb wanting to go to a triangle offense. Interesting here. When you're trailing by so much, triangles the offense that takes a while to get into. Inside Corella. Ball's knocked away and a turnover. And that might just put the dagger in what has been a excellent start to this season in conference. Simpson not giving up. Ball's thrown now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez now back up top. Marshall letting the shot clock wind down. Marshall trapped, now throws to the cutting. Marshall, and he posterized Dalton Thacker. Oh my goodness. Wow. 14-point or 12-point game.
Oh my goodness, Connor. What a dunk by Marshall.
Jones to the rim, he's fouled. Minute 4 to play. It's going to be a very frustrating loss for Jim Holcomb. 7-0 in conference, a team that you beat on the road. You come back home and take a loss to a team that really you should beat.
Yeah, Connor, going to be a tough one to handle for the Redhawks. However, I'm sure they'll still go to the CalPAC Conference, and that's where it really matters for the Redhawks.
10-point game with a minute to play. A miracle needs to happen now. Here comes the trap on Gonzalez. Throws to the corner to Brown. Brown now attacks baseline. He stepped out of bounds. So Simpson will get the ball back. Simpson knows they have to push the ball here. Williams. Now to Jones. They got to hurry. Jones is going to try for 3. This is no good. Ball's battled for. It comes to PUC. Now to Brown. Brown inside. Right-hand finish. No good. Offensive rebound to Maxwell. Lays it up and in. 35 seconds now. 14-point game. Thacker to the rim. Right-hand finish. No good. Comes to Washburn. Washburn swings to the corner to Thacker. Right wing 3. No good. Corella offensive rebound. He puts it back. No good. Rebound again, comes to Jones. Jones loses it out of bounds. It'll stay Simpson ball with 19 seconds on the shot clock.
And a little too late for the Redhawks, Connor. Some tough missed shots here down the stretch. The Redhawks trail by 12.
Well, they have really struggled just shooting the ball. Here's Jones, corner 3. It's good. Still a 9-point game. Brown will get it across midcourt and is fouled by Washburn. Well, it's got to be very frustrating. You know, I can see it on the players' faces. 3 games away from perfection here in conference play. But, you know, give credit to this PUC team. They did a nice job. They only shot 50. They shot 52% from the field. Did a nice job hitting knockdown long balls. They hit 12, and really that has been the main factor tonight.
Connor, they've been so effective shooting that outside shot, something we did not see at the covered wagon. They shot the ball very well here tonight at the cage.
And here's a loose ball foul. It's going to be called on Maxwell, so we're going to go to the other end to shoot free throws. But you have to give credit. You know, their defense has also been very solid in this second half, shutting down this Red Hawk team. And it's really made every single basket a nightmare, especially inside.
Something I saw from the Pioneers, Connor, is they really played great team defense. The Red Hawks really thrive off that dribble penetration. And every time the Red Hawks would take the ball in the paint, it seemed like there was a Pioneer right there. So you got to give credit to the Pioneers. Their defense was spectacular in the second half.
But Simpson did turn the ball over quite a few times tonight. It's always something you don't want to see here, as here is Gonzalez picks up the foul. Or, excuse me, draws the foul. He'll head to the line. Simpson going to go to 7-1 in conference. 15-13 overall with 8.9 seconds remaining as Gonzalez is going to shoot free throws. Simpson prolonging this one. It'll be their first loss in 3 weeks.
Going to be a tough one for the Red Hawks to swallow, Connor, but as we said, this is a senior Red Hawk team. Starting 5 are all seniors, veterans, you could say. So I don't think it's going to rattle the Red Hawks too much. They're still going to have their heads looking up towards these next 2 games in conference.
I think it might even have them bring back with some vengeance. Here's Jones to the rim, lays it up and in. 88-80 with 3 seconds left. Ball's inbounded now to Brown. Brown is going to be left alone. And that will do it. Here from Simpson University. The Red Hawks lose this one 88-80, a tough one to swallow, as they will not be perfect in conference. But they still, and now are tied with Maritime, if Maritime did win tonight, as Maritime came into this game 6-1. Obviously very frustrating performance from the Red Hawks, especially in this second half.
Connor, just a great game we saw played from the Pioneers. They really did everything well tonight. I thought their defense played well, and really they just shot the ball lights out here at the cage tonight.
Yeah, they really did, and they try to will try to win the homecoming and senior night on Saturday night. Should have quite a few festivities here, as well as a pretty packed crowd, as homecoming usually is. So we are looking forward to that. They take on Menlo, a team that, again, caused some problems for them on the road. But I believe that the Menlo Oaks are a team that really thrives off their crowd. So maybe if they on the road, they'll be a much different team. They've only won 2 games all year.
Right, Connor. And Saturday night, as you said, is homecoming. This Red Hawk crowd going to be pretty ignited, especially after the loss tonight. It's going to be a good one Saturday night.
Well, we thank you for joining us from all of us here at Simpson University. I'm Connor Sutton saying so long. Once again, your final score, Pacific Union Pioneers 88, your Simpson Red Hawks 80. You've been listening to Simpson Red Hawks Radio Network.